Hi, my name is Adeline Miller, and I play Cajun fiddle. I'll be playing Mulberry Waltz. I actually moved to Louisiana when I was 5 years old. We moved from New York, and my parents were both in the Army. My dad's from Thibodeau, my mom's from the Bronx. So we moved from Westchester, New York, to move back to my dad's family. And I didn't know a lot about Cajun culture other than my dad's a great cook, and I knew how to dance because my grandparents were really great dancers. So we'd come to the old mulots, which is became Pont Bro, to dance with them, and I knew how to dance before I knew how to play. But when I moved here when I was 5, I moved to Brobridge, and there was a jam session going on in what was then the coffee break, and there is still a jam session always. There was an older man playing the fiddle, but he was in a wheelchair, and as a 5-year-old, I didn't really look too much into it, but he told me that I should learn the fiddle, and I was like, yeah, I don't learn the fiddle. And he was like, no, you should learn the fiddle because you can play it for the rest of your life. And as a 5-year-old, it didn't really mean much to me because I was too young to understand that you actually can play music the rest of your life. Maybe you can't play sports the rest of your life. Maybe you can't travel the rest of your life or do many things the rest of your life. But one thing you can do is music. And growing up, understanding that has made a huge impact on my life, and is something that I will do for the rest of my life. I first started taking lessons at Tom's Fiddle Shop in Honorville, and I had an 8th size fiddle, so it was like a little baby fiddle. And I started with my dad, and Mitch Reed was my instructor. Then I moved from Mitch to Brazos Huval, who I took lessons from for 10 years, and you definitely can see a similarity between me and his fiddle playing, which is a great thing, and I love him, and he has taught me most of what I know. So that was me in Brobridge when I was growing up, playing fiddle, and kind of started playing at Buck and Johnny's, and did Cindy Mae Cafe, and kind of was just messing around, and it was fun, and especially for a young group of musicians. Then I started playing with Amelia Powell when I was 8 years old. We met at Bayou Teche Brewery for a Teche project meeting, and my brother was just starting to learn how to play guitar, and Sophie Powell, her sister, was starting to learn fiddle, so it was nice to have some younger musicians to jam around with. So after we were done just kind of being little kids that played, which was a really fun time for me, a lot of Cajun musicians kind of would mentor me, like Jono Frischberg was my gifted and talented teacher. Chad Huval tried to teach me accordion, even though I'm still kind of really bad at it. And Christine Balfa and Dirk Powell were really great mentors to me, being around Amelia's family, and they shared so much wisdom to me, as well as Anya and Miss Christy Guillory, Bonsoir Catin, growing up and going to all of their gigs and going to all the Huval family band gigs. It was really great influence and kind of just set me, on fire for the culture. I got into high school and really wanted to play. I wanted to, to really gig, and we started playing at Bayou Teche Brewery, at the Hideaway, which is an incredible venue that I think really believed in us. Both of them believed in us incredibly, even though when we were pretty young, still getting the hang of things. Pont Bro was another one of those. And they're just incredible venues in Acadiana that took a liking to our funny personalities and the energy that we put on stage, which is really great. And every time that we would get on stage, we'd get a little bit better. So thank God for that. When we were in high school, me and Amelia played with Bonsoir Catin at Festival Acadien at Creole. And that was a really nerve-wracking experience for me. But I was surrounded by so many great women musicians that really paved the way for a lot of us younger musicians to play. And they're incredible people that I look up to. So when we played for that, I was like, I need to get serious. Like, this is so fun. And we've been playing for Festival Acadien for the last few festivals. and we're playing this year in October, and we cannot wait. We're so excited. It's definitely such an amazing festival to learn about Cajun culture, to participate in it, and to have fun being Cajun, which is always needed. I also, in high school, I decided that I needed to know what I was saying when I was singing. So I went to Université de Sainte-Anne when I was in high school. There were 5-week sessions. So I spent 10 weeks learning French in Canada, which was an amazing experience. And it really connected me to not only the music that I played melody for, but actually what I was saying, I understood how much heart they had in Cajun culture because I know what I'm singing now. And that changed changed the game for me to be able to be on fire for my culture and to be able to share it with others so I can storytell what this Cajun guy is saying. And then my grandparents also speak French, so I was able to practice with them, which was amazing for me and really great with our family. And so now that I knew the language pretty well, I also went to UL to study French, got a minor in French, and I'll be graduating in December in business. And I hope to continue to carry on learning the language and kind of sharing it with my friends who may not be as connected to our Cajun culture that are from this generation, because it is so important to carry on and it's so important to carry on our culture because it's unique to us, and it's fun, and we cook and we sing and we play music, and there's just so many things that if I don't get my generation into doing, it might go away, which would be horrible, and I hope that never happens. Recently, Ami Dutesh, me, Lakin, Renee Reed, and Robert Miller, my brother, have taken a trip to New Brunswick and Nova Scotia, which was an amazing, amazing time. We actually got back yesterday, and that was a really great place to be able to speak French and to practice, especially for me and Renee, which was really fun because we spoke the whole car ride, and Robert and Lakin had no idea what was going on. But we practiced our language with others. We shared stories at the concert series with Carole Doucet and La Grenier Musique, and that was in New Brunswick. And then we made a trip to Grand Pré, where the Grand Dérangement happened, where the Acadians were actually exiled from Grand Pré, and we got to bring our Cajun music to play right in front of the place that they were exiled. And that's really special for us to be able to do, just because that connection that we have with all the Acadians and the Cajuns here is so special, because the same community and the same welcoming and open participation of their culture ties so tightly with ours, which is amazing to see firsthand. Nice. You're fixing, like, eating my hair mid. It's okay. Ah! Okay, I'm ready.